welcome back to College Cosmic. We are back to, I think, finish off the game GRIS. Hey. Oi. My babies. Anyway, I think we should be good. That's actually perfect because today has been a day. I don't know what it is about today. I just feel moody. My baby's been moody. What? I'm down here. Because I have to fly up the other way again. So, from where we were last, the beautiful turtle SpongeBob had saved us from certain doom. And now we are going this way because I'm pretty sure this will be the very last one. I feel like what it will be is in this next one is when we're gonna get the ability to sing again. It does make me wonder. Ooh, cool. He's following me. Oh, cool. Oh, wait. What's happening? Wait, does this mean I am going up to the stars? Ooh. This is very cool.
Oh, it is a birdie.
Birdie carrying a little lantern. I thought it was like a little light bulb with like little twiggy leaves floating around like a helicopter. All of the like little round things remind me a little bit of like grapes. This is so intriguing because this is all like giving me more like spiritual vibe. Oh, I'm a stingray again. I didn't know if I was going to be able to get to swim again. But that's pretty cool. But yeah, this is giving me all very like spiritual vibes. Very spiritual. I'm being very careful this time to make sure that I am able to get all mementos. I was gonna say memoirs, but I'm like, oh, never mind. Can't go that way. A memoir. Memento. Because me and the mementos of this game, ooh, golden butterflies. Golden butterflies. Ooh. Very, very pretty. Very, very pretty. No. Wait, actually, let's see where I'll fall to. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh la la. It makes me think about the trees underground, how you had to like have things move around in order for the trees to light up so you could see where you were going. Oh lord it.
What?
There we go. At least now I know there is a time limit with this, so I can't really just like dwell all around. How am I meant to get up there? Ooh. Ooh. What's going on? Yay! I knew it. But also so pretty. Let me just go floating down. Ah. Wait a second. I like with the rumble, but when I'm editing, I hear it every single time, and it rumbles a lot in this game. So I was like, oh, nobody, no. There she goes, bruv. I get it now. First, That's right, honeybee. Whee! Ooh la la. Because there's quite a few mementos in this one as well, and I feel like I always end up missing out on mementos. What the heck? Why? You saw that. It refused to acknowledge that I was around the
Boats.
It looked like there was more on the other side, but I doubt they'd put a memento right next to where another memento was. Yeah, this is definitely giving me more like... What's the word? Ancestral... Like... Joke, but not joke. I swear I have ADHD. I forget what I'm talking about so quickly. Or I get distracted from what I'm talking about so quickly. This is so pretty though. I don't like that, how there's so many rooms that you just can't get to because they're all blocked off. Excuse me. I think the reason then they would... Excuse me. It's got a bit of a cough now. I think the reason then they would have that slip and slide on the other side is if you do happen to fall out of the tree and then you'd need help to get back and whatnot. I guess it's like, in a way, I do like the whole vibe of this right now with the whole you're not able to see the structure without the light. So that's like very true that when you get to like a point in your journey without having your own like inner light to carry you. Because I guess I don't need that better yet. But without having your own inner light to carry you, then you wouldn't really see the good. Because like what I guess I'm thinking of right now is that like you can have all of this really good stuff around you, but if you're not in the right mindset and you're not having that inner light that helps you to focus on positivity or to be able to appreciate like little good things, you wouldn't really see the way ahead without having that inner spark that keeps you going. Especially because it's like a leap of faith. Like right now, I'm kind of on the precipice of like how I'm going to move forward with my future. Especially because I'm really confused. Like I've been working hard for like a long time.
Why am I meant to come back this way?
Yeah, because I think especially in life, you get a lot of people telling you how to live your life right, how to make things work for you. And what I can say is like already I knew it. Okay. So what I want to say, I've noticed every time I do this I get distracted. But what I can say that I've learned already is that I've had like, dang it, now I've forgotten what I was talking about actually. Oopsie. So pretty, look at the glowing fishies. Ooh, look at that long glowing fishy.
Very pretty.
Yes, now I remember. What I think is actually already really like crazy is like, I'm not technically that much older than the new generation that's like kind of growing up and in high school and all of that now, and I'm not that much older, but I can already tell such a difference from when I was that age. Like nowadays, like if I wanted to do this as like a full-time career, it was like so niche. Like a very small handful of people would be able to make a living off of that, and then now like big names out there, like Jenna Marbles was one of them. She's gone, but she was through like on YouTube for a long time, and like Markiplier and PewDiePie were like the big names I remember growing up seeing. Oh, and Jacksepticeye too. There's just like there's so many really big YouTubers of that time, but it was still technically quite small. But I think the reason why some of them were able to really flourish is because there wasn't that many people willing to risk things or take that chance on their own, developing their own career, especially because around that time it was really looked down upon, and for the longest time it was really looked down upon to be a content creator and to be your own boss and create your own business. People saw it as like you didn't want to work and you couldn't really, like, you just, you know, you didn't fit that mold, and that's the reason why you would venture off and do your own thing. When the way I always saw it is that doing content creation allows you to actually live your own life and be able to have those possibilities of reaching your own dreams instead of working for someone else's company and completing their dreams. But like now it's so much more open. There's a lot more support, there's a lot more people cheering on content creators, and there's a lot more people now going into content creation because it's such an open industry now. There's a lot more room for other creators out there, that like now everyone's getting into it because of that like possibility that you might then be able to become your own boss and make your own creations. And that's really exciting because everyone just wants to do their own thing and leave their own mark in the universe and not be another cog in the machine per se. I mean, it's not to discredit any other job, but it's to say that like now that this is so popular, it is like I feel like now is a time that I can actually now focus on doing this and trying to grow in this area. But like now I feel like if you do want to get somewhere with content creation, you do need to devote like all of your time to it. So you can't really have, like, a lot of people that I saw on YouTube saying like the secret that they had to growing big was that they actually left their previous job and they spent all of their time working on creating content, and that's what helped them to grow and made them able to like be able to pay their own bills and such. And I've been trying to make things work while keeping my job, keeping my study, and keeping up with my own life. I've been trying to have it all, and it's showing that it's actually really difficult, and I'm struggling to make it work. So I've had to spend a lot of time thinking about what it is that I want and how I'm going to go about that, how I'm going to move forward, especially because I grew up in a day and age where it was all about having degrees and being the most professional, where nowadays you don't actually have to have a PhD in, like, not every job now requires you to have a PhD or a bachelor's degree or a diploma. Like, there's actually a lot of jobs nowadays that you can get through mentorships and internships, and so it now leads to a lot of questions and thinking about like, okay, so what does that mean for like me moving forward? Like, what am I going to do? How am I going to choose to progress and move forward? Like, it then becomes about what's right for you. And to some people, they might go, absolutely, like, studying is like 100% the right thing for me. And I have seriously tried for the past couple of years to try and study and work, and unfortunately a lot of workplaces do not. And that's the other thing that's changed too, because now you don't always need to have a big fancy degree. A lot of workplaces now don't accommodate for that anymore, and instead they expect you to dedicate your life to the job. So it then becomes, do you want to get paid or do you want to study? And then there's also not a lot of options out there to be able to... There's not a lot of options out there to be able to find a decent paying job that would actually accommodate to your study. And there's always going to be a compromise or a sacrifice. And I guess the reason... Ooh, weird. This is really weird. Anyway, and I guess like the reason why I'm even like talking about it is because I've had to think a lot about what it means to be a hustler, what it means to work hard the way that I do and have been. I'm trying to figure out where this is expecting me to go from here. Because I'm so thrown with how this is like inverted. Anyway, especially because like I have unfortunately lived a lot of my life trying to prove to people that I can do things right, that I can be responsible. So I really did try. So I really did try to make things oh Lord, oh no, dang it. So I really did try to make things work by doing the study and doing things the way that people said that they should be done. But now we're in that day and age where like none of those rules really apply as much anymore, and there's a lot more freedom in the choice what you get to do and how you do it. And that's just been leaving me to think, because it then becomes about like, what is it I'm okay with? Am I okay with like leaving my study to pursue my career, and then eventually, if that then leads back to study, to then go back to study? Or I don't know, like as I'm talking about it, I'm like, is this something that I should even be talking about? Like, should I just be keeping this to myself for the time being until... Wait, I'm gonna quickly check if there's a memento. Like, should I be keeping this to myself for the time being until I feel like it is the right time to actually like discuss it better? But I don't know. I think it's because like it's hard to know what to do and if you're making the right decision, and a lot of the time you kind of just have to do what you feel like in your gut is the right thing, and it can be really hard to know. Dang it. And it can be really hard to know whether or not if it's the right thing, because the thing that makes it a leap of faith, I guess, is like, because you... Ugh, that's not what I wanted. I think what makes it difficult is because you don't really know if the leap of faith that you're taking, like, you don't know where you're going to land on the other side. And so you kind of have to take that risk and that chance and just not let it get to you when people kind of look down to you and make you forget that you have to then press A, because the little fish lady just jumps back into the water. Okay. It's really throwing me that it's inverted. It's making me so confused at where I'm meant to be jumping. Ooh. I feel like I for sure missed a memento in that area, but I was so confused once everything became inverted what I was meant to do and where I was meant to go. I want to just kind of jump in the middle and see if anything just shows up randomly. No, it does not. I guess like what I'm trying to say in a really like long roundabout way of getting there is that like I've spent a lot of time trying to... I think that's where I fell down before that got me to the other area. Yeah, this is where I got to before. I have regrets. I don't know, it's just, it is scary thinking about it, but it's also scary to think about being stuck and not getting to like move forward where I want to be in life because of, you know, feeling like I have to do things perfectly to fit other people's view of how I'm meant to be and what I'm meant to do. I think you can spend a lot of time trying to do things that make you feel like someone might then approve of you, and then you might be like, ooh. I didn't see this last time. Oh, the memento. Oh, no. Now I'm gonna make this weird. Well, at least I got a memento out of coming back this way. I'm surprised because, no, every time. So I think that's like kind of the rough thing is like I spent a lot of my time trying to do things in a way that I felt like, oh no, that's not what I intended to do. I've spent a lot of time trying to do things like as a perfectionist, trying to do things the way that people would approve of so that no one could ever complain. And it's like in a workplace. There was this one workplace I worked for a while ago, and we basically had to perfect everything we did all the time, because there was always someone trying to blame you for something, always someone trying to put it on you that something didn't go right or didn't go well. Oh, little peacock birdies. I'm confused at what I'm meant to do. How am I meant to get up there? Let me get back to these. I see there's a memento this way, so maybe if I just go up. I don't get it. I don't seem to be able to jump that high. I wouldn't even be able to jump high enough for that. So what is the red fishies even found? What are these fishies for? Finally. Lordy. Wait, now. That's loading something, so that means that's the way that we progress. This way we might have a memento. Oh, never mind. It's blocked off. There's a lot of things where it seems like there's a possibility of being able to go there, but then it's blocked off. So you can't actually go there. And it just makes me confused more than anything else. Ooh.
And back to the point that I distracted myself from and go.
I feel like it's always hard to go after what you want and what you feel like is right for you, because there's always gonna be...
And distracted again.
See, there's so many of these like little flashy doodahs. I'm like, how... Oh, just... Whoa. Oh, I have to go. Ooh, cool. Bloody hell. Nice. The sad thing about this is that I feel like no matter what, when I go back, it's just gonna make me complete the story, even though there were so many other possibilities and so many other things I could have gotten. But there were so many ways I couldn't go and I didn't get it. Like if I had gotten all of the mementos and done all of the stuff, would things have changed? Oh, a circle. I knew the next thing was going to be singing. Girl got her voice back. So pretty. Okay, I'm guessing things are different now, because what if can I sing underwater? I cannot sing underwater. I wonder what else it will help by singing that song. What will it do here? I'm still trying to figure out what singing does. Oh, okay. I need to sing towards everything that's kind of like glowed out. So pretty. Finally! I knew I was had to go that way somehow. Gal got a song back. Singing can be healing though, I will say that much. What's down here? I wonder what the rest is for then. Just face planted into a wall because that's what I felt like doing.
And brain starting to remember previous point.
I guess like if anyone can relate to what it is that I've been feeling, just know that you're not alone, that life is actually, it can be quite difficult, and it can, the way can sometimes seem not entirely clear.
And the ADHD takes over again.
Ooh. I'm not seeing any more invisible flowers for me to bring back to life with my gorgeous singing voice. Oh, super gorgeous. Woo. There we go. kind of confused at how to get past this bit. Because I'm just missing that part. Ah! Ah. That requires so much. Wait, no, I missed one. No!
But I missed one.
Okay, now I'm ready. Yeah.
I do very apologize for the very scattered brain thoughts that return and come and go as they please, as it is about to return again.
Anyway, I think the reason why I was talking about all of that stuff before is because right now I'm kind of on a precipice where I'm trying to figure out what it is that I want to do. And I want to organize more time to be able to do this, because I feel like now, like, is as good of a time as ever. And the cool thing is, like, there's a lot more space and room now for people to do this as like a living, which I think is awesome. And I've just been trying to do everything perfectly, but you don't have to be a perfectionist. I'm talking to myself here. Because I have been 100% a perfectionist about all of it. Ooh. Yeah, somehow I have to get to those top ones so I can, like, open them up with my singing voice, because I'm too far away from them at the moment. I could just... Ooh, nice. Oh, just nice. It's just so pretty. I didn't realize that this was the big thing that I was meant to do. Cool. I feel like there's probably still more mementos and stuff that I could get, but I'm kind of like, I'm content with it, you know? I feel like I've done already a lot in this level, and if I miss some pieces here and there, that's okay with me. Because I know there's definitely a memento that I've left. Never mind. It ain't my time, apparently. It ain't my time. Ooh. Gotta get all the flowers. I reckon it's probably an achievement if you get all the flowers. Yeah, I think this was the memento before that I saw I knew I wasn't going to be able to get. I don't know how I'm going to get that. What? I thought it was a memento. Is it meant to just stay there? Ah. Oh, it stops moving when I'm on it. It's like, ew, get off me. Oh, I get it. Where I am on it controls it, and it will sit still if I'm in the middle. That's actually really cool. Oh. Eek. Why can't I get there? I will admit though, I'm a little sad that it turned out. Damn it. I'm a little sad that it turned out it wasn't a memento.
You help me, save me, thank you.
So I must be meant to go this way. Oh, flippin' hell. Of course the... I feel like there's probably an achievement if you get all of the flowers. But will I get all the flowers? I don't know. Dang, I didn't realize I was running out of water. I can't go that way. At least the gaily got a voice back. Where am I going to go? From here. Oh, I thought I was some sort of genius finding a new way. This game is like visually a masterpiece. Almost broke the barrier. Oh. Now I'm intrigued to see just how much, like, how often I need to sing to get as many. I thought I moved the celestial clouds then. Clouds. Words. I can say words. No singing to get the bird is a little bit of further back. It's really, really bright now. Kind of burning my eyes a little bit. Ooh. Where am I? Almost.
Nice. I knew that was something.
Now I'm just gonna make sure that I've gotten everything. Birdie! Oh look! I didn't get them. There, so far there was a birdie and some flowers that I did not get. I think I'm satisfied. I feel like if I try to go back to look again, maybe I would actually find some more stuff, but I just feel like it is a lot of backtracking. See if I can get close enough to get the birdie. Magic fowls! Sing to the magic fowls! Yeah, I got an achievement! So, in the end, all you can deem is you might regret your choices, but there is always a reason for it. Look at me, you sound real smart. So there you go. You might doubt yourself, but there's always a reason. There's always a reason. So don't doubt yourself, children. Kinda didn't think I was gonna get it there. I think I've made enough, gotten enough now. Yes, I have. I can sing again. So very pretty. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know what's gonna happen here. Do I sing? I am no longer in control. She's restoring peace. Dang girl can control the world. I knew she was a celestial being. Oh, I missed one. I knew I was gonna end up missing one, but I don't care. What's happening? It's just like we're looking. Ah. Ooh, flowers. I can sing to the flowers. Sing to the flowers for hours. I know I can get back up here, so I want to just quickly check if there were any other flowers to sing to down here. Doesn't seem to be any flowers to sing to. I have sung to all who need to be sung to. Ooh. What's happening? Is it gonna be that creep? Yeah! Are we going to heal him with our singing? Or them? Just heal with singing. Oh, it's her. I knew it was her. Sing to her. Sing to her. Huh? 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 That's not fair.
I put in all this work and you're just gonna eat me?
These are so delicious. And nutritious. Yes, yes, yes. Maybe this is the part of herself that she didn't want to confront throughout her whole healing journey. But now that she has gone through all that effort to heal and restore so much of herself, she's finally ready to confront that part, like that darkest part of herself, the hurt inner child that needs healing and love. I'm swimming. I'm just like looking at the time because like my camera probably has about like maybe another 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes before it will go. She's a dang nab. Oh, bam. More singing. Acceptance, 5th stage. Yes. Oh, look at that. I just saw that. Leder has passed. It does make me wonder, like, what specifically happened to... maybe her name's GRIS? What, like, specifically happened to her in the game that caused all of this to happen? Wait a second. I'm going to be singing everywhere I can. Just to make sure. Ah! Dang it. I took a liberty. Up, up. Now I'm starting from the beginning again. I wanted to see if I was meant to go that way, and the quick and sad answer is nope. Oh! How am I meant to get... Let me see. Where am I meant to go from here then? I was gonna say, surely, because I wouldn't be able to reach the other thing. I'm guessing the reason why the flowers were there is because, like, when you give flowers to a memorial, maybe it was... Maybe it was her mother or something that passed away. I am no longer in control again. But she's piecing it all back together. It's making me want to cry. I don't even know why. My mama's back. It just shows you can pull through, guys. You can pull through. Don't cry. Don't cry. You can pull through. Oh, oh look, our life has been restored. Oh, she's cuddling her mama finally. We're reunited. Aww. Not even a word is added, but it's just so beautiful. No. Ah, look. Now Mother's like, now you go. Return home. I'm just making sure my camera doesn't... Because, like, we're at the end. I don't want my camera to... Ooh, look, the moon is following us. It's so beautiful. Look how gorgeous. What if it literally takes us to the starting screen? Because the colours and everything and the little circles reminded me of that too. Oh, man. This is such a beautiful game. And I feel like it's good because it wasn't too short and it wasn't too long. It was like just right. I can't see where I'm going anymore, but we're going. Where'd she go to? Now I want to know where she went. Okay. Let's unpack. I don't know. I feel like it was like... This is like a game I feel like you probably would best play... Like if you're ever like going through any kind of grievance or any kind of pain and you're wanting to kind of just like go through a game that kind of brings it's like a little bit more lighthearted, because in the game there's like achievements and everything, so it's so it does kind of take away from the actual process of grieving. I wouldn't say if you want to actually process grief to play this game per se. Like I feel like this game is a good like indicator of the steps in a way. So like if you are like probably a kid and you play this game, it at least lets you become aware to like grief and the process and journey of grief and what that might mean. And I feel like you can get your own spin of like your own interpretation of what grief is and what the process is like through this game. I feel like every stage, and like I wanted to make sure that every time we went through another process that I immediately spoke about my interpretation and perspective of it. So then that way, because I knew by the time I'd get to the end of the game like this, I would not remember. But the last one when it came to acceptance, with it being like black and white, I think is similar to that same part where you have to then like face the reality of what you've gone through, what you've been through, and all of the things that have changed. That like we can do our best to try and bring things back, like bring the pieces back together, bring ourselves back together, and to like try to reshape or reform relationships that may have been lost. Like we can do our best in order to piece ourselves back together, but when it comes to the outside things of life, there's very little control we have over that. And I feel like acceptance, it could also be part of that, like accepting that we don't have a lot of control over things. which is funny because like when I first started this, I was talking about that in a sense where like grief can even be not even just like losing a person or a friend or a family member or a pet. Like grief can also be having fought really hard for something that you dreamed about for a long time and not getting that, or not being able to have that, or if not working out the way that you really hoped it would. And I think even for a sense, like I can say that I felt that grief because there's a lot of things that haven't happened in my life the way I thought they were going to. And even this right now, I'm like getting up there in years, you know, I'm not young anymore, and I was already like comparing what like life is now for people who are, you know, growing up in high school to how it was for me and how things are now. And I have to accept that things for me back then may have not been ideal, but now things are really quite ideal. Look at that. Special thanks to our families and friends for their patience and support. We could have never done it without you. Yes. So I think part of like I have that grief where I'm really sad about how things didn't work out when I was growing up. But now I'm old enough and mature enough, I'm an adult, I'm in control at least of myself in that in a way where I do have the ability to like try to piece myself back together and build my life again. And so I think it can be a bit, you know, it can be a bit hard to understand where you're going, and a lot of it is kind of like leaps of faith and taking risks, and there's always going to be a process of grief you're going to end up going through because of whether or not you fail or succeed. Like there's always going to be something that didn't go the way that you hoped it would, or maybe the reality is different than the idea that you had. So I feel like in everything that we do, especially to be human is to be flawed, like we're always going to be kind of grieving the fact that we're not our higher selves and that we are just human in a sense. But I think at least right now, like when you get to that end stage of grief, like it can be, there's a lot of like, I think there's a lot of energy that can come from being frustrated that you can try to work on rewiring your brain to use that frustrated energy into, well, then what can I do, what actions can I take in order to make this work, in order to move forward with my life. My game controller just turned off. No, there it is. And that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to figure out where it is that I want to go with my life and how I want to get there. And I've been so stuck in doing it the way everyone thinks it should be done. And I've been really scared to just take risks and do things the way that I feel like I should do them. That I have always come up with excuses so that it makes it, in a sense, easier to handle the grief of not getting where it is that I have always wanted to go. And I think that's a big scary thing too, is like actually trying and really putting your all into it, because if that is like really a big risk and it can hurt a lot if it doesn't work out. So if anything to take away from this is that like right now is like you're at a precipice where you can really start a new life for yourself, and that's how I'm feeling. I'm at a precipice where I can really start a new life for myself, and I think it is time that I accept that maybe the past, well, I accept that I can't change the past and things happened exactly the way they were meant to, and it's time for me to just move forward with who I am and how I've turned, like the person I've turned into throughout all of that. And I can keep working on things as time goes, and including like this, it's like filming and creating things that I want to, and that when I'm sitting down, I'm like really enjoying it, and I'm really enjoying the way that like I'm vibing, and whether or not if I really like build quickly or become viral because of that, I don't think so, but but it's also accepting that like there's the world's always changing. There's so many people out there that want very similar things, so it's going to be a lot of hard work, as well as accepting that, you know, life is a bit more ordinary in a sense. Like, things aren't as grand as what I thought they were going to be when I was a kid, and things are a lot more ordinary than I ever thought they were going to be. But there's actually something beautiful in the ordinary, and it's about making peace with that. If you're someone who as a kid dreams a lot and expects a lot from yourself and life, I think one of the biggest lessons to learn is how to make peace with the ordinary and be grateful for that ordinary, and just learn to live your life within that scope and not expect anything big or grandiose to happen. Because again, you never know what really is meant for you. You never know what that's going to be and how amazing that's going to be, and you can't be stopping that from happening because you are telling yourself, but it's meant to be this. So now I'm just kind of going with the flow, doing what feels right, and it's going to be a journey. We're going to get there. And thank you so much for watching. Please put down your interpretation down below if you have anything that you'd like to share, or even any grievances that you've experienced, that how you got yourself through it, like what stages you took. You know, I think it's always good to learn from other people and have that shared perspective, because it's like, again, with this game, like my perspective could be completely different to how other people took the game. So it'd be cool to see other people's perspectives on it too. And now that I finish this one, it'll be onto another game. I haven't decided exactly what that one is yet. It might be Roadside Research. So in the meantime, stay safe, stay warm. May you be showered with love and spoiled with happiness and light. I'm being silly now. Have a wonderful night. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay warm. Until we next see each other again in the stargazing, be well. Bye!